Let's talk about something most men never stop to ask themselves. How attractive are you really? Because the truth is, a lot of men walk through life completely unaware of the effect they have on people. You might think you're just another guy in the crowd, just another man going through the day, doing your thing, not really standing out. But what if you're more magnetic than you think? What if women have been noticing you, reading your energy, reacting to your presence? But because you don't know what to look for, you've been missing the signs. Attraction is not always loud. It does not always come through compliments, direct messages, or obvious flirting. Sometimes attraction shows up in silence, in eye contact, in body language, in how people shift when you enter a room. And today, we're breaking down the signs that prove you have that rare, effortless attraction most men wish they had. And listen carefully, this is not just about looks. Looks can open a door, but presence is what makes people remember you. This is about energy, confidence, psychology, and the unspoken signals that make women respond to you differently. By the end of this, you'll know exactly whether you have that quiet magnetic pull women can feel before you even say a word. The first sign is that your energy changes the room. Have you ever walked into a place and felt people notice you before you even spoke? Not because you were loud, not because you were trying to get attention, but because something about your presence made the room react. That is not random. Some men walk into a room and disappear. They blend into the background. Nobody really registers them, but other men walk in and the energy shifts. People look up, women notice, other men become aware. This kind of presence does not come from trying hard. It comes from how you carry yourself. Your shoulders are relaxed but strong. Your head is up. Your movements are calm and deliberate. You don't rush like you're seeking permission. You don't shrink like you're afraid to be seen. You simply occupy your space like you belong there. That alone makes people feel your energy. Women are especially sensitive to this. They can sense when a man is grounded. They can feel when he is comfortable in his own body. And when you move like a man who does not need approval, people automatically treat you differently. That is silent dominance, not arrogance, not aggression, not trying to look important, just calm masculine presence. The second sign is that women hold eye contact with you longer than normal. Isis MD. Eye contact is one of the clearest signs of attraction, but most men either miss it or mishandle it. A woman may glance at you once and look away. That might mean nothing, but if she looks again, and then again, or holds your gaze just a second longer than usual, she is reacting to something. Sometimes she is curious. Sometimes she is testing your confidence. Sometimes she is feeling attraction and wants to see if you can handle the tension. Here is where most men fail. They either look away too fast because they feel nervous, or they stare too hard and make it uncomfortable. The key is balance. You hold the gaze calmly, just long enough to show confidence. Then you look away like it did not shake you. That tells her something without you saying a word. It tells her, I saw you. I'm not intimidated, but I'm also not desperate. That is powerful. And here is something most men don't realize. Sometimes a woman who is attracted to you may avoid eye contact completely, not because she dislikes you, but because looking at you feels too intense. She may act busy, look down, fix her hair, or pretend she doesn't notice you, but her body still reacts. So pay attention. Whether she holds your gaze or avoids it nervously, the point is the same. Your presence is affecting her. The third sign is that you naturally command conversations. Attractive men do not need to talk the most. They do not need to interrupt. They do not need to force attention. They speak with certainty. Their voice is calm. Their words are measured. They don't rush to fill every silence. They don't explain themselves too much. They don't talk like they are trying to prove they deserve to be heard. And because of that, people listen. If you've ever noticed a woman leaning in when you talk, asking more questions, smiling while you explain something, or keeping the conversation alive even when it could have ended, that means she is engaged with your energy. It's not always what you say, it's how you say it. A man who speaks from confidence feels different from a man who speaks from insecurity. One is trying to impress, the other is simply expressing himself. Women can feel that difference instantly. When you pause before speaking, when you look someone in the eye, when your voice stays steady, when your words carry weight, you become more attractive without trying to be. That is why quiet confidence often hits harder than loud performance. The fourth sign is that people respect your space without you asking. This one is subtle, but once you notice it, you'll never unsee it. Have you ever walked through a crowded place and people naturally moved aside? Not because you pushed, not because you acted rude, but because your energy made them adjust. That is presence. When a man walks with purpose, people unconsciously respond. They create space. They make room. They notice him without even knowing why. This is not about being physically huge. It is not about intimidation. It is about the way you move. A man with weak energy walks like he is apologizing for existing. A man with strong energy walks like he has direction, and direction is magnetic. Women notice men who move with purpose. They notice men who seem focused. They notice men who don't look lost, nervous, or desperate for attention. When you sit down and people subtly adjust around you, when you enter a group and the mood changes, when others seem aware of your presence without you demanding it, that is a sign you carry authority. And authority is deeply attractive when it is calm, controlled, and natural. The fifth sign is that women find excuses to be near you. Women do not always make attraction obvious. Most of the time, they create opportunities and wait to see if you notice. Maybe she walks past you more than once. Maybe she stands close enough for you to feel her presence. Maybe she fixes her hair when she is near you. Maybe she adjusts her outfit. Maybe she pretends to check her phone while positioning herself where you can see her. That is not always coincidence. Women often enter your space indirectly because they want to be noticed without making the first move too obvious. And the biggest giveaway is unnecessary conversation. She asks a question she probably already knows the answer to. She laughs at something that wasn't even that funny. She makes a random comment just to open the door. She keeps the interaction going longer than needed. That is her way of saying, I'm giving you a chance. A woman who has no interest will usually avoid unnecessary closeness. She won't keep placing herself near you. She won't keep looking for reasons to talk. She won't keep circling your space. But a woman who feels drawn to you will often make sure she is within reach. Not always boldly, not always directly, but enough for you to notice if you're paying attention. And that is the real lesson here. Attraction is not just about being handsome. It is about how people feel around you, your posture, your pace, your voice, your calmness, your eye contact, your ability to stay grounded without needing validation. That is what creates magnetic energy. When you stop chasing attention and start owning your presence, everything changes. You stop trying so hard to be liked. You stop performing for approval. You stop moving like a man who needs the world to confirm his value. And ironically, that is when people start noticing you more. Because confidence is not screaming, "Look at me." Confidence is walking into a room and not caring who does. That kind of energy is rare. That kind of masculine presence is felt. And when women feel it, they may not always say it out loud, but they respond to it. So pay attention to the signs. If people notice when you enter, if women hold your gaze, if conversations naturally flow around you, if people respect your space, if women find excuses to be near you, then you may be far more attractive than you think. But remember, the goal is not to become obsessed with signs. The goal is to become aware of your power and carry it with discipline. Move with purpose. Speak with calm confidence. Hold your frame. Respect yourself. Build a life that makes your energy stronger. Because when a man truly owns himself, he does not need to chase attraction. Attraction starts following him. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe to Cass in Love, Lies, and Reality. For more deep female psychology, attraction secrets, and real masculine confidence. And comment below, which sign have you noticed in your own life? Eye contact, people making space, or women finding excuses to be near you?